Hello, Taurus. How are you? This is your message for the month of April 2022. Taurus, the card that was on the bottom of the deck after shuffling is the Fool card. This card, I believe, is exactly what the foundation is for the month of April. Let me adjust this just a little bit more. Okay. So as you can see with the Fool card, this is talking about you're willing to take risks in the month of April. There's going to be a few things that are going to pass by you, true. There's going to be an opportunity that's going to come very close to you that you hopefully will not miss. Some of you may in fact miss it. The timing just may not be right for some of you Tauruses. But this is definitely, for most of you, going to be favorable. This opportunity is going to be an eye-opener. It's something that's been needed for quite some time. The message that comes for you guys during the month of April is say what you mean. So Taurus, in the month of April, you're going to want to make sure you speak your truth. You're going to want to make sure that when you're talking to somebody or you're trying to get that point across, that you're not mincing words, that you're not trying to beat around a bush. You need to try to be as direct as possible. Again, as you can see with this Fool card, you are going to take some risk. Some of them may be unnecessary. However, you're still willing to take that chance. This could be in love. This could be with work. This could be with family. This could be you trying to get somebody to finally communicate to you. You might be to the point where you're fed up, where you figure you've got nothing to lose. So you're going to go out on a limb here and you're going to try to communicate. But doing this, say what you mean, for this month, honest communication does begin with you. For some of you, you're going to need to take a moment to connect within yourself and ask yourself, in what area of your life are you hiding and denying how you feel? Because there's something that you're holding back, which is why you're willing to take these unnecessary even risks that are going on here. There's something that you're denying even to yourself about your own emotions. For some of you, something may need to be revamped, whether it's your relationship, your job, maybe you're in school, maybe it's a connection with a family member. Some of you may be feeling very vulnerable in the month of April. For some of you, you may be wanting to tell people just exactly what they want to hear instead of telling them just exactly how you really feel. So during the month of April, I need you to always say what you mean. Mean what you say. Again, don't mince words. You're not going to help them or yourself by leaving doubt or by leading someone on. For some of you, it's about a situation in a relationship that you're just really not wanting to get involved in. You're not really wanting to try anymore. You're kind of exhausted with it. You've about had enough. For some of you, the death card comes up because the death card is talking about something is in fact over. Something that you decided a while ago that it either needed to end or you accepted the fact that it did end. For some of you with this death card, this ending, for some of you, could be about ending toxic behaviors, ending addictions, ending communication with people that just aren't serving you, people that are naysayers, people that put negativity into your mind. For some of you, you do have a couple of people around that every time you go to them with an idea, they shoot you down, find things wrong with it, instead of trying to help you to find things right with it. The next card that comes up for you for the month of April is, in fact, the Tower card, but it is in reversed. Because that means this ending, perhaps, was with this Tower card. This ending means that this Tower moment is over. You survived it. Just when you thought you were ready to give up, just when you thought you weren't going to make it to the end, to the finish line, you did. It's done. Now, for some of you, it's kind of like you're brushing your hands off. You're done with it. It's like, okay, now I can go get cleaned up. Now I can go get a good night's sleep and start fresh tomorrow. For some of you, there's something you've just wanted to stop hurting. Taurus, there's something that's been weighing very heavily on your mind for quite some time. But it's something that you, in fact, had no power or authority to change. It technically was not your issue. Therefore, you weren't able to resolve it. Although you did try, you attempted many times to fix it, to change something, to put thoughts in other people's minds, to get them to think differently. But until they were ready, nothing could happen. The good news is, Taurus, that there is somebody who's going to make an offer to you. Because as we look at the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups is talking about an offer. Somebody's going to give you something to get excited about, to get interested in, to look forward to during the month of April. For many of you, this cup could look very familiar. This cup that's being offered to you could quite ring a bell to you, meaning you know who this person is who's coming back with this offer, but you're questioning why. Why are you coming back? When you were here, when you had given me that cup before, you took it away and you left. Why now, you're asking? Why now are you bringing this cup to me? And what am I supposed to do with it? And for how long are you offering me this cup? Is it again temporary? Or is this a long-lasting cup? Many of you are asking yourself that question because of the fact that the High Priestess comes in here with the positive and the negative. Meaning this offer that's coming in from this page. This offer has a little bit of both. Optimistic, pessimistic. It's got the yin and yang to it. For some of you, it's about a choice that you're going to have to make. It's about using your intuition. It's about deciding whether this person is worth going through this again. Are you willing to invest in this person coming back? Are you willing to once again try? Is it worth the risk of getting hurt again? Is it worth going through that depressing moment? Is it worth putting your heart back on the line? Many of you are going to decide to take your own journey, your own path. Many of you are going to want to go in a different direction. Because as you see with the Eight of Cups, I don't know if this camera keeps moving or is it me? Well, there. With the Eight of Cups, sorry about that. The Eight of Cups talks about you're worried about the secret that might still be there. You're worried about not getting the whole truth. For some of you, you're really worried about the same arguments coming back again because of somebody not being honest. You tried and tried before to get to the truth of the matter. When you confronted that person and asked them the questions, they left you out in the cold. Taurus, you have challenges in front of you in April. Now, for some of you, you can look at this in a positive way because the person who you love with all your heart, for some of you, your soulmate. For some of you, your twin flame. For some of you, your narcissist. But either way, They're coming back. They will represent and show you who they are. Now, if you didn't find out when they left you out in the cold, if you didn't find out who they were then you refused to see the red flags at that time. Perhaps the timing was off. Perhaps things just weren't meant to work out at that time. Perhaps they're meant to work out now. For some of you, perhaps this person realized that they no longer wanted to concentrate on their options. They simply wanted to make a choice. That choice obviously was you, after they've thought about things for quite some time. Because as you see, with the Four of Swords, this person did a lot of thinking. This person is now returning because they are willing to put the work in. This person has thought about you. This person spent a lot of time thinking everything over. Everything over. From the start to the finish.